Hello, this is going to be part 2 on Jerome. So after doing the reading, I went and watched a segment. I will attach it below about him, a quick segment about him and his life. And then this card it fell out. It was this way, but it wouldn't let me put it back. So I turned it around and it is the Strength card, Persuasion. But then that brought me back here. What the Lions did he... So what did he said that he was from? The ship probably sailed from, I think he said Spain, but his origin is Italy. So I'm wondering, did he lose his legs through some kind of shocking accident? Or was it through a real animal? But then we have Strength, which is my step parent, other people taking care of a child card that is not their parent but could fill in as a parent. So something happened with his mother, something in the neglect or not caring for him where he became mute, and probably health-wise not caring for him where he eventually became amputated. Okay. It says the 11th arcanum is the work with the fire, with the force of love. Persuasion in itself is a force of subtle spiritual order. Occult wisdom states, vivify the flame of the spirit with the force of love. Persuasion has more power than violence. As an element of prediction, it guarantees control of the direction which is followed that leads towards the dominion of the elements. Vitality, rejuvenation, acquisition, and loss of friends because of family matters, pains, obstacles, and jealousy. So it feels like something to the effect of the mother pushed him out. Like, I don't know if it was leave because I can't take care of you, or leave because you're better off somewhere else and I'm trying to save you. All right. So the dry tree. Maybe this will explain a little more. Oh, that was the other thing. I was getting lots of castles. I don't want to say castles in the sky, but between that home, that tower, and that whole foundation on an island, it seems he came from good stock, or he landed in good stock. I'll put it that way. The dry tree. The card shows a dry tree alone in a most unusual landscape. The ground is partially paved with unusual tiles, forming a geometrical pattern. Behind the tree, we can see an ancient arch made of stone, which appears to be almost like a portal to a different dimension. Through this arch, we can see the houses of a small town, which we can easily imagine bustling with life and striking contrast with the desolation on this side of the arch. So why do I think this tree is Jerome? And on this side of the arch is him and his thoughts and his life and his memories. But on the other side of the arch is what he feels he can become if he just goes through. Okay, let me keep reading. Keywords: fatigue, loss of energy, lack of motivation. Well, it was just vitality. This. So having the strength to keep going. Being tamed. Regaining control that somebody once had or something once had. So fatigue, loss of energy, lack of motivation, lack of trust, difficulty communicating. Wow. Need for change. The card of the dry tree informs us that the seeker is going through or will soon have to face a period of difficulty, characterized by a lack of energy, physical and especially mental fatigue, as well as the absence of stimuli and motivation. The seeker has little faith in the future and in their own resources. He feels completely trapped in this truly uncomfortable situation, but lacks the strength necessary to break free of it. The causes of this lack of faith must be sought in disappointments in one or more areas of their life. In the recent past, it could be related to work projects that did not go very well, an unrequited love, a rejection, or an expectation that was not met. The card tells us that it pertains to something that was a matter of particular significance to the seeker. But they should not feel discouraged. On the contrary, they should be watchful for important details that may have been missed, ones that may yet lead to a positive resolution, as shown in the illustration. Behind the tree is an arch that leads to a different landscape. So wherever he was tumultuous and toxic. And when he arrived in Nova Scotia, that's him walking through the portal, even though he's still trapped within himself. This fundamental detail can point to the arrival of an unexpected event that will tear apart the veil of immobility and sadness, finally pushing the seeker to realize that a change is needed. Although of a rather negative nature, similar to the Tower card. Interesting. In the tarot, the dry tree gives an important bit of counsel. There is no point in continuing to slog it out on this road or to fixate on what could have been. Getting lost in regret, that is as bitter as it is useless. It is time to call up the courage to invest our energy elsewhere. Who knows what pleasant surprises await? The advice is there is no point in expecting fruit from a dry tree. Invest your energies elsewhere. So I don't know if this was his mother figure, someone like a mother to him, or someone he was involved with in a romantic capacity where things went really bad. I'm going to watch a longer version of this, but like I said, I'll link what I watched down below. Seems like a very interesting guy. Too bad we don't know the backstory, but sometimes that's good. All right, thank you.